Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Auto Garage 20. Today's project, it doesn't really have a name, but it's something that we use in the military, particularly in the Air Force, possibly in the Navy also. It's a device that we use to cycle our torque wrenches before we use them to help warm them up and internally lubricate them prior to use. We usually call it cycling a torque wrench, and I'm going to make one of these devices today. I just basically got a bar of metal and a couple of old sockets in different sizes with space left over for future upgrades. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing I did was went ahead and marked off about how long I want the actual item to be. Also spots for the individual sized sockets that I'm going to use, and some spots for holes so I can mount it to the side of my workbench. Alright, so all done with that. I'm sure you probably can't tell from there. I'll give you a closer view, but I mean, for second time really ever welding, those welds look like crap, but I'm only gonna get better. So try to get this cleaned up and then make sure the welds are strong enough. That's all I really care about, how strong they are. I mean, as you can see, I'm kind of limited on workspace and everything that I have to even work on all this stuff. You know, I don't own my own house, so kind of limited on, I mean, outlets and the voltage of the outlets and everything. I'll do a garage tour sometime. Introduce you to my car if you don't already know it. So anyway, I'm gonna get these cleaned up and then see what I'm working with here, and then we'll move on to the next parts of it. Alright, let's blast this thing, see how it looks. Alright, let's get it out and see how it looks. Pretty good. Do a little bit more sanding on it by hand. Throw it in the oven and get all the impurities and stuff, oils and everything out of it. So let's get on to that. Let's get it in here. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes. Part is out of the oven, cooling down a little bit. So once it cools down just enough, then I will lay some powder on. Alright, got the part powder coated, got it in the oven, so we'll see how she turns out. Alright, so here's the finished product. It looks so much better. Actually, it looks very nice. Hiding up my horrible welds pretty good. It's still really hot, so I'll have to let it cool down for a while before we can test it out. But I'm pleased with it. Looks good. Alright. Let's tighten these bolts down and test her out. Alright. Got my torque wrench set all the way to the top, to the highest torque. Alright, well, it works. Awesome. Well, there's one tool I made. It turned out pretty good so far. As you already saw, it works. I had about $25 in it total. I already had the sockets. Nuts and bolts were about $5, and the piece of bar stock was about $20. So not too bad for this little device. It's not mandatory. Never seen any books or manuals yet so far for any of the torque wrenches that I own that say you have to do that. But since we do it in the military, I just figured it'd be something kind of cool to make, and you know, do it at home too. I mean, do it at work, might as well do it at home too. So anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day.